It's me, Mr. MLG, from Mighty Lancer Games. Let me just sort the thing out, because I'm not ready. Hey. There we go. Let's see what's happening now. Hi, Wickedy. Hi, Tony. Hi, John. Hello, everybody. And welcome to Mr. MLG. Stick some stuff together. Hope you're all okay. I did stick a guy together after the stream last night because Mrs. MLG was doing something. Oh yeah, I've abandoned face cam. I've just washed my hair and I've got my pajamas on. So I didn't think you needed to see that. So built this guy after the stream. So I was going to give him a couple of weapons so he was doing something dynamic. And then I realised that this guy's basically a musician. He's got this big like chaos panhandle thing here. And a little beaty symbol. So I thought, well, he might as well be a unit musician, hadn't he? Rather than messing about. So I am going to get rid of that little knobbly bit there, though. We're going to just shave that off. I'm Jimmy Jammed Up too, says Red. Yeah, it's nearly bedtime. Although I've got loads to do after the stream. I've got because I'm going to it's a toy fair tomorrow. I'm going to Harrogate to a toy fair to hopefully get a face-to-face meeting with Lego. So after this evening's stream, I've got to get our new comics listed, ready for tomorrow. So we know we've got some customers coming in to pick up stuff. So now we've arranged for our comic delivery to come a day early, so customers can actually come and pick their books up on comic day, which is Wednesday, rather than them turning up late on Wednesday afternoon and us not getting a chance to get things sorted. So I've got to get that done. But I did, whilst in town yesterday, I did go and buy myself a DVD to watch while I was working later, because I know that Mrs. MLG wouldn't be overly bothered about it, or I don't think she would anyway. So I went and got myself a DVD. I think I own it already. Can't Jimmy Jams yet. Got to take the boy to work later. Yeah, rhubarb. Yeah, I think I already own this on DVD, but honestly, paying £1 for it rather than having to go rooting through the shed to find it is much easier. So I've purchased Solomon Kane on DVD, so I can watch that later while I'm doing work. And apparently it's James Purefoy, but lots of people think apparently this is Hugh Jackman in this film, because apparently he looks a lot like Hugh Jackman at certain points. Can't remember that, if I'm entirely honest. Mrs. MLG and I went to the cinema to see it when it first came out. I can vaguely remember it being okay, but I thought £1 was worth it. Save me the effort of searching for it. Never seen it, says Tony. Never seen it, never heard of it, says Wicked D. Well, now I own it again. I'll lend it to you, Wicked D, if you want to watch it. But next stream, Monday or whenever we next stream, I shall give a blow-by-blow review of it, because it's been some time since I have seen it myself, and I can't 100% remember it. So I was going to watch it while I was working, and then we'll see how it goes. So I've got 6 more Beastmen left to build, and one of them I'm going to build standard bearer, because otherwise we'll have duplication of standard bearer models from the standard kits. So if we build a different one out of these guys, that is what we shall do. They're actually, I was telling somebody today, these models are, I think they come in too many parts. But apart from that, they are actually excellent. Very impressed with how they go, and it doesn't make it clear on the box that there are multiple options. What film is it you're looking for, we could do? What film is it? We might own it already. We've got quite a DVD collection. So yeah, they should make it clear on the box that you don't have to build them with the heads. 2-1 thanks for it. Oh no, I don't own that. I don't own that. Isn't that like Priscilla, Queen of the Desert type scenario? I don't know. I'll be honest, I thought that was just a song lyric or something. Right, so how does that go? Well, that's a pouch. Oh, we can get rid of that bit, can't we? Don't need no 40k looking pouches going on there. There we are. Right. Let's sort them out like base. So this is his head's going to be facing towards us. With his quaffs flying in there. Patrick Swayze, Stockard Channing, the guy that played Luigi in the old Mario, and another guy that is possibly Wesley Snipes. Oh right, so yeah, very much like, as you say, very much like Priscilla, Queen of the Desert. I will keep an eye. I know I don't own it, but I will keep an eye out for it. Oh, Birdcage is a classic. Birdcage is a classic. I do own that. With the Pirin tablets. Yeah. Right then. So this yes, this guy. So this dude I am planning on building exactly one of the poses off the back of the box, because we've got this awesome pair of claws. So this guy is going to be another unit champion, and I'm going to use him as having 2 hand weapons, but he's got these big meaty like werewolfy type claws. I think he looks really cool. So that's this guy. Bit of a mould line down the side of that one, but we can deal with that. Definitely deal with that. Nearly stabbed myself in the nose with my knife there. That's no good, is it? Oh, I forgot about Bingo, Wicked D. Totally forgot about Wicked D. No, totally forgot about Bingo, Wicked D. You'll keep us right. You'll keep us right. Let's go down. Yeah, goes like that. Look. Goes like that. Well, we've had an exciting day. Well, maybe that's not the right phrase. Had an interesting day at Mighty Lance Games today. We've been had a scenario with a customer who had a little bit of a issue while we were in the shop. Come in the shop to have a look around. Had a little bit of an issue where they needed some medical assistance. And then we had to wait forever for an ambulance to turn up, which was an absolute nightmare. So, excuse me. That's been an interesting day today. Here I've got some lemonade today. Thank you, Pete. Keeping me topped up. Right, which horns are we going to go for? I think we're going to go for horns number 80 for this dude. Hi, Pete. Yeah. How are you doing? Yeah, these Beastmen, I was saying earlier. I was telling someone this morning that they're very customizable, very easy to change into 40k, or from 40k into fantasy. This guy, I've just noticed a grenade on his backpack, on his back there, that I'm going to have to shave down once he's solid. When I pick up the next body, I'm going to have to be a bit more vigilant about accessories. It's got a little grenade there on the side, but it's going to be a bit loose on his face for a moment or two, so we'll come back to him and we'll just shave that down. Charging forward with his claws. Ready for action. In fact, his head looks a little bit small. Got too much hair going on around his head. Are you able to still get the guys who were part of the original, the Corvus guys and the Beast guys? No. As far as I'm aware, Tony, they are all now discontinued or deleted from the range. They may come back as special order items at some point in the past, but for now, as far as I'm aware, they are gone. They did keep them as direct only items for quite a while, but the last time I checked, they had disappeared. Because they've started bringing the new Dark Oath range together for Age of Sigmar. So it looks like they've gone now, which is a shame. But some of them were pretty nice models. The Untamed Beasts and Corvus Cabal and yeah, those other guys. Those other guys. Iron Golems and similar. Here comes a small human. Come and tell me that she's going to bed. Night night. we're back. Hi, Methuselah. Hi. Hando's missed you. So, is it alright?
What is it? It still hurts.
Yeah. Well, okay, let's get rid of that grenade before we start blowing it again. This little grenade on his pack here. Don't you be pretending you're supposed to be going to bed right? It'll be better. It'll be better. It'll be better. Come on, bedtime.
Papa hurts.
I think it must just be the track, because I haven't changed any settings from where I am. The only thing I did do was mute the microphone while I was just talking to Little Miss and telling her that she had to go to bed. She's just dropped something on her foot. So I was looking for a little bit of extra sympathy, but unfortunately I'm not rushing her to hospital because she dropped something on her toe. Because she wasn't in crying pain, so she must be alright. Well, this guy's like running forward, he's a bit more, isn't he? I don't know if running forward guy is going to be the right guy for standard bearer. No slippers. No, not at all. No. No, she owns slippers, but I think she only owns them so that the dog can nick them. I think that's the entire purpose. Oh, this guy's got a holster. That thing is huge. I'm going to have to figure something out with that. Get rid of that. That's a massive part of it. Let's just start hacking. That's it. Can't get to bed uninjured. Oh, it really hurts. She's alright. She's gone. Don't know she's told. Right, so that's now it's just a big long piece of armour going up his side. Shave that pack down, and then that's a piece of armour hanging off his belt. That's right. Before, once I've undercoated these, I'll see what they look like. I might have to get the green stuff out and do a little bit of customization on these parts, but we'll see. What's the back of it like? Oh, already hacked all those bits off, that's fine. So tomorrow, as I said, tomorrow I'm going to a toy fair in Harrogate. That's what we'll get up early and get over to Harrogate early morning. That's not good, is it? That will fit now. Is that supposed to? Yeah, there we go. Clips in like that. Quite a tight fit. Oh, I suppose we could make that long piece there into a weapon pouch. If I model a handle for a dagger on the top, that could work. Yeah, got to get over to Harrogate fairly early. And see this toy fair, and like I say, hopefully get in front of Lego and try and get a bit of joy about Lego. Get Lego into the shop, that would be cool. We have filled in some other forms and stuff online, filled in all the stuff it has been. about 6 weeks since I did that, and I haven't had any response. I did send a little chase email, but I haven't had anything back. Now this mace has got barbed wire wrapped around it. It's like a little cudgel with barbed wire, like Lucille, if you are a Walking Dead fan. Don't know if that might be just a little bit too sci-fi. Where's my mic? It's just here. It's just here next to me. Has it gone away? It's not quite as close as Mrs. MLG likes to put it. Is that better? Is that louder? Yeah, Mrs. MLG likes to put it nice and close. But I don't like my voice, so I left it where it was. Now, so would it be better if that was, if he had a banner out in front of him or banner behind him? What do you reckon? He's running for. I think we maybe use the next guy as the banner guy. What's the last pose like? Oh, the last two poses. Oh, last pose is striding forward. Oh no, there's 2 more after this guy. Right, I think we'll assemble this guy charging forward with a couple of weapons, and then the next guy can get the banner, I think. Yeah. All I hear are orcs. Alright, why? What are you playing, Pete? What you playing? You're playing Space Marine. Oh, there's orcs in Elder Scroll Online, is there? Don't know. I only played it for a very short period of time. I think I decided I wasn't really overly enamoured. I didn't like the fact that other people were wandering around while I was playing. Right, we've got a choice of 2 hands, 48, which is straight out, or 49, which is a little bit more curved. Now, let's go for 49, and then we'll put a sword in his hand. I think that's what we're going to do. Chop off his auto pistol. Yeah, I played it for a little while. Couldn't really get on with the fact that there was lots of other people wandering around. I've been so used to Skyrim and being the only person, and then seeing other characters wandering around while I was trying to do things, I didn't like it. Rather be on my own. Very, very antisocial gamer. I like. If there's going to be other people in my game, I would like to be able to do stuff with them, like Call of Duty. I quite like Call of Duty and Battlefield and things like that, where you team up and you're fighting against other teams and stuff, those kind of things. Yeah, Diablo 4, not. I've looked at it. I just haven't got time to play. I haven't played Darktide for ages. Yeah, orcs in here, so I ignore other people on there. Most areas don't have many people in now. Ah, right. Yeah, it's starting to go down. Yeah, I like Skyrim. I just like Skyrim. I like the. Oh, let's use that head. That's got the mask on, I think. I just like Skyrim. I think completed it at least 3 or 4 times. Played through it a load of times. It's just a great game. Let's go for that head, I think. That set of horns. Yeah, I need to see really if Little Miss is actually going to bother playing on because I have so little time for online gaming. Little Miss hasn't been on the games that she played for a while, and I'm paying for Microsoft Ultimate like Game Pass for the Xbox, and I don't think we've used it for at least a month, maybe 2 months. So I might sack it off. And also, I'm paying for Disney Plus for some reason, and I think I'm the only person that's actually watching anything on there. So I started watching the Marvel superhero movies, but I could take them or leave them if I'm honest. Started watching Infinity War again while I was cooking the other day, and it's just bad. Like, none of them are any good. I wanted to watch the Secret Wars thing, but yeah, I'm definitely starting to think that I don't want to watch it now. Don't have to defend Skyrim to me. I've got at least 5,000 hours on there. It's my favourite game. It is awesome. I do love Skyrim. I like the sandbox MMOs like EverQuest and Dark Age of Camelot. Yeah, I remember playing, I think it was EverQuest back in the day. But Skyrim's so good. So good. Definitely a big fan of Skyrim. Let's hack you off at the wrist. But also, I don't have to have Game Pass to play Skyrim because I own that one. It's not part of the Game Pass thing. Well, it is on Game Pass, but I don't have to have Game Pass to play it, so that's fine. Tried Starfield, didn't like it. Have I played Skyrim VR? No. I cannot. I've never played a VR game, so I don't know what it's like. But I mean, it could be really cool, but I think it might be also a bit weird. Mrs. MLG has played a couple of VR games round at her friend's house, whose house she has gone to this evening, and said that it just made her feel sick. But she gets disorientated playing Skyrim, so it's unsurprising that something in VR would make her feel sick. It's awesome. I have it. It is awesome. I'm sure it would be cool, but I haven't had a go. Although I just want to be anything where you can kind of like run around hitting things is good, but then I guess you don't get the satisfaction of actually like the connection as you hit something, do you? Or do you have like little motion sensory type things that vibrate in your handset to let you know you've whacked something with a sword? I get disorientated walking the dogs. Stinky cheese. Motion sickness is a thing with VR, but a lot of games have a teleport setting to avoid it. Okay. Is that teleport between zones or something? Where's pack number 50? There we go. It's become apparent to me. I wouldn't have thought that normally it'd take me so long to build. I realise that I'm chopping little bits off these and stuff, but not a lot. I'm not really doing a lot of customization here. I wouldn't have thought that it would normally take me several hours to build just 10 guys, but there is a lot of parts to these. This guy's got a pouch there. Oh, there we go. And he's also got a little grenade. So So that grenade's going to have to go. Let's get rid of that. You didn't need sound effects really, did you? It's got vibrations in the handset. It's much better swinging a sword than clicking a button. Well, yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's... I used to, back in the day, do live roleplay, which was really cool. Can heartily recommend that if nobody's had a go at that. I'm a bit old for it now, I think. Although a couple of the guys that come gaming in the shop were talking about it the other day. I think they've been fairly recently. Does still sound like a whole lot of fun. Yeah, I've still got some of my swords and armour and things. Got some chainmail and stuff. Although it might be a little rusty now. It's been in the garage for a while. We'll have to get it out. Not been LARPing in ages. Used to love it, but the group moved away. And LARPing was way too peoply for me, says Tony. Yeah, well, I used to really enjoy it. Kind of go and have a good time, get a few drinks with people, catch up. They generally had somebody that was selling mead, and real ale was great. Used to have a great time. But some of the people I used to find a little bit annoying. The people who were far too into the story, and you could tell that when they went home, they didn't stop living the story, and they were a little intense for me. We used to have a good time. It was good when we used to just go. We used to go to some quite big events in Derby, where there would be a good few thousand people, and it was pretty good. We used to have a lot of fun. Did sort of early in our LARPing career got into a little controversy, because I think once one night when we were drunk, there was a little bit of moaning going on about some of the plot storylines from our faction, and I think we were all having a little bit of a whinge about various things, and there was a bit of an issue about some nepotism, shall we say, in the allocation of storyline and whatever. And obviously, we were fairly new, but there was lots of people that knew each other and had known each other for some time, and they obviously were writing story for their mates because they were all mates together, and we were new and what have you. That was fine. But anyway, we got past it, because obviously we hadn't been really slagging anybody off. And then we ended up getting some quite interesting stuff happen, which was pretty cool. Great story. Great story. We used to go to a place called Loco Park in just outside Derby, which was really cool. And then everybody used to go to... Oh no, I'm doing a reminisce for the bingo card without even thinking about it. We used to go to a big Asda, and everyone called it Asgard, and loads of people used to go like in their full kit, so they'd get in the car and go to Asda dressed as elves and orcs and goblins and stuff, and the people in Asda just were so used to it happening at certain weekends, it obviously had a big dent in their alcohol sales and whatever, that they used to stock mead for that weekend, because it was such a popular destination. Yeah, forgot about that. Inadvertent reminiscing. Chislehurst Caves. I don't know where Chislehurst Caves are. Is that somewhere down south? So if you turned up to an event and you had inadvertently forgotten something, like your toothbrush or some other essential item, it wasn't the end of the world, because Asgard was only a short drive away. Right, this guy's arms, 55. 56, down south. Reminiscing was already called. Oh well, we could do some more then, it won't matter. How are we doing for time? No, loads of time. Right then, 56 is that one. Army outstretched. Straight ahead. Is there two different options for this guy? 56. Oh yeah, the other one's dropping a grenade. No, well, we definitely won't be using dropping a grenade hand. And 23. No, 23 is like a big chopper sword arm, I think. Which we definitely need some big chopper action going on. There's that other little spring. There we go. 28, 29, 23. Oh, that's a big meaty beast of a blade. Hi Reese, how are you doing? What you up to? Right. Big meaty chopper. So I'm doing big meaty chopper in one hand, and then wherever that is, there we go. Big meaty chopper, and then standard pole in the other hand, I think. So standard. Just having a glass of whiskey and making a list of magic cards. Ah, yeah, because I must admit I've forgotten already. Horizon Stone was one of the ones I think you mentioned earlier. Just lemonade for me. Whiskey on a Tuesday, yeah. Does what he wants. Does what he wants. Is a law unto himself. Young enough to take the rash decisions. Right then, arm outstretched is going to get a standard pole. Where's my banner pole I was planning on using? Now, do we go for the Zinchi one? No, it's got the wrong hand. I think we'll have to go for... Might have to go for standard Beastman. Standard Beastman banner pole. Now that's in the wrong hand as well. Ugh. How inconsiderate. All the things with long hafts are in the wrong hand. Huh. Well, we're just going to have to get custom. What am I building? I'm building Felgor Ravagers, which is a kill team kit. And I'm converting them into fantasy beastmen. Just have to get custom. What I might do... No, that's not going to work, is it? Can't put his hand on upside down. That looks silly. Hi Osmo, how you doing? Ah, yeah, young enough to take the rash decisions and not pay the consequences the next morning. Let's chop off. That's the bit that the banner attaches to, and then the bit that underneath the hand with this bit of hair. So we'll clip that off. Now we're going to have to flatten that piece out. Methuselah is back with whiskey. Now, I might even have an alcoholic drink later. Copying Julian. No, I didn't even know Julian was going to do this. I've been thinking about this for a little while. He messaged this morning saying that he was thinking about doing it. Or he'd bought some figures to do it with. Or if he had told me, I had forgotten. But, yeah. Nicked his idea. They're surprisingly easy to change up. Yeah, I might have an alcoholic drink myself later. I've got some. Have a whiskey for me too. I've got some ice in the freezer, which we don't normally have ice. So the other day, I had requested a new ice cube tray, and Little Miss reminded me that we already had ice cube trays. Excuse me, disgusting boy. That we already had ice cube trays, and all we needed to do was put them in the freezer. So that is what she did for me. Sorted me out with a couple of trays of ice, which is very nice. Right, I think that hand there looks suitable. Or do we just... It's going straight out. Yeah, I think we go for that one. Like that. And then clip there. We might end up drilling a hole straight through this. I was going to do some painting, but I hurt all over. Oh, that's no good. And can't make the top floor of the house, so I'm looking at a Cult of Possessed Mordheim warband build. Gotta go. Take care, all. See you later, Red. Be well. Hope you're all good. Sleep well. We've got super early starts. Right. Am I better off just drilling a hole straight through the hand? Should we glue it on first, I think? Drill a hole straight through and then use a new piece of brass rod to secure it for the banner. No, come on, stick on. Stick on. Polystyrene cement's awesome. Melt that plastic. You can do it. I don't know if anybody has seen. So in the new Dark Oath range for Age of Sigmar, they did a launch box for the Dark Oath stuff. And one of the things that they've done in the range is it's called a wildebeest or wilderfang or something like that. It's like yeah, it's going to look a bit odd in it with that little bit of stuff there. It's going to have to go. There we go. Let that melt into position, and then we'll start hacking it around a bit more. So we'll come back to you, mate. Tamiya Extra Thin is great stuff. You can run it around the outside of parts like that, and it'll just run in and help melt it all together. See you later. See you later, Reese. Tony says, Asmo, getting old, mate. Everything hurts. And Asmo says, you're not that much, my elder. Dang, the bonding on sprue models must be amazing. So we're going to leave that bit there. But neither of you two hurts as much as I do today. Why? What have you been doing, Wicked D? What have you been doing? Have you been to the gym? Tony says, I'm a little bit unlucky. Knees and hips are really giving me trouble. Gym last night for Wicked D. CrossFit, says Osmo. I've been thinking about going possibly to the gym, but Mrs. MLG keeps reminding me that I do not have time in my life to fit in something else. And I did say that I should just bring in the cross trainer that we own out of the shed and put it in the orangery so I could do some exercises on there. And she keeps saying, well, you won't use it even if you do, so it's pointless bringing it in. So I haven't got that far yet, but I think I am going to bring it in so I can do, because I generally get up a bit earlier than everybody else in the house, so I thought like I could bring it in and then have a bit of time on there in the morning before everybody else gets up, if it's not too noisy, and if it is too noisy then I'll just have to do it in the shed. But we're on the patio. Yeah. Not really, Mathesis, not really. I am still getting fat, so I need to do more exercise. I'm too lazy, and in the cooking department as well. So if I can't get round to eating healthier, I'm going to have to do more exercise to counteract the junk that I keep eating. Jim, cross stitch. Is this an extreme version? Extreme cross stitching. There's a YouTube channel in that. If they're in, or if one doesn't already exist, extreme cross stitch. Get rid of that. A little grenade on there. We'll just turn that into a flat spot. That's fine. There we go. Extreme CrossFit. Or extreme CrossFit, that'd be even worse. CrossFit's mental. Have done some CrossFit type stuff very briefly in the past. It was far too energetic. Never heard of CrossFit. Serves me right for being too afraid of people. Probably not a good idea. But one of our engineers, who's 10 years older, does it. Yeah, it's. I think CrossFit's one of those kind of things that once you're in the mind frame of doing sort of extreme exercise, that it's probably quite addictive. I know a couple of people who've done CrossFit stuff in the past, like a lot of it, and they did really well out of it, like with. Yeah, it's almost like a cult. Yeah, that's it tends to become quite takes over your life, I think, because there's a lot to it. with different exercises and different things. It's the stuff with all the ropes and lifting and all that sort of thing. They used to do it at the gym where we used to take Little Miss for her kickboxing. Yeah, and kettlebells and all that sort of stuff. Gets up at 4 a.m. and goes to bed at 9 p.m. Yeah, it's definitely a choice. Definitely a choice, and that is a choice that is not for me. Right then. So this guy, another running guy, he's gonna get 2 swordy, daggery looking things. Oh, and then we're almost up to time. Will we get to put the standard pole on that other dude? I think we will. Depends if his hand has dried sufficiently before we get there. Right, we're going to use these curly horns. Oh no, that set of horns. That's what we're going to do. I don't know if you can see that. You can't see that, can you? I'm way over the thing. I get up at 4 a.m, but not by choice. Yeah. Gizmo has started letting me have a little bit of a lie-in. Started just waking me up a touch later recently, but not much. Not much. He's giving me a little bit of a lie-in. Right then, which head do we use next? I mean, that starry-eyed one's probably good. Hard to see. They are very small. They are very small. Is there any like cool heads on this sprue? Before we, look, that's some big old horns on that guy. Bionic eye head. Probably don't want to use bionic eye head. And then, what we got? Oh, this guy's got 3 arms. Oh yeah, we definitely need 3-arm guy. He's got 3 swordy, daggery looking things. Swordy, daggery things. Had it laying this morning. 4:30. Doggo demands, says Asmo. No, just joints and need for the loo. Oh dear. That's what happens when you get a bit older, isn't it? I know. Nathan, the Warhammer RPG is next week. I think I got my weeks mixed up. Yes, next week. That is correct. That is correct. Although, not quite sure. I was thinking about it earlier. I'm not quite sure what we're going to do next week because I am away and I need to organise. And I had completely forgotten that the days that I was away fell on gaming nights. So I need to organise one of the boys to look after things at the shop on Thursday and Friday night, so I need to sort that out tomorrow when I can get to speak to them all. And I will be away, so I will be missing the session one way or the other because we're going to the Game Expo, which, unless I've got my dates mixed up, but I'm pretty sure I'm right, so we're going to a retailer open day on the Thursday and then going to the Game Expo on the Friday, so I will not be here for Thursday evening if I can get one of the guys to cover the shop. What have I done there? I've got really dark colour. What have I done? What have I done? Thank you. Yeah, we're taking Little Miss to the Game Expo, so hopefully she's going to enjoy it. Why won't that fit in there? Is that not supposed to match that head? I thought I could hear the pitter-patter of tiny feet, but it is Gizmo. Gizmo has arrived in the orangery. Once I'm awake, I'm awake. So going back to bed isn't an option. I have to get up and start doing stuff. Yeah, that's a bit like me. Generally, once I'm awake, getting back to bed is not going to happen. So I come in here and start doing a bit of hobbying or paperwork or what have you. And as we get into summer, and it's getting a little bit brighter and warmer on a morning, I might even go out and do a little bit of gardening first thing. Oh no, he's gone again now. He's gone again. And no, he hasn't stolen anything. I'm afraid. So sorry if that was a bingo thing that you were waiting for, but no item stealing. I think he just came to see where I was and make sure that I haven't left him. Because when I before the stream, he was asleep in the corner in the bedroom. Hooray for Gizmo! Hooray for Gizmo! Yay, Gizmo! Pup update: Frankie has hit 20 kilograms. Wow! That's nearly as heavy as Gizzy. Gizzy's like 23 kilos or something like that. He's you know about it when he stands on you in the morning. Yep, it's time to get up, Dad. Let me put all my pressure on this one foot, right on your chest, or on your arm, or something. But Frankie's a little unit, isn't he? I think he's. I don't want to get the breed. What breed is he? I don't want to get it wrong. Is he a bulldog? Where does that go? Does that go in there? Or does that go up there? Is that even the right arm? Does that go in first? No, that one goes in first, like that, just like that. Just like that. Oh, look at that. Charging forward with 3 stabby, daggery, swordy things. That's I like that model. That's pretty cool. Yeah. At least it was your chest and not your eye this time. Yeah, it's yeah, he's a hefty little puppy. He is now. He's getting a big boy. Weighs the same as Millie now, and he's bigger than she is. Yeah, heavy little puppers. Put that sprue down. Need to. So this is the banner that I'm going to use. This is the Ungor sprue, but I haven't got a model wielding this banner in the army yet, so we can have a little bit of variation. So that banner, and then do we go for thinner or heftier? I think we go for the thinner one. That looks cool. Thinner. Totem topper. Let's put that on there. Right. Millie is an English bulldog, and Frankie is an old-time bulldog. sometimes referred to as Victorian bulldogs. Awesome. Very cool. Have never owned a bulldoggy type breed. When I was little, we had terriers. Why is that banner pole got that weird bit at the back? Why is that? Like it should connect onto something. That's just strange. That's got to be a moulding thing, isn't it? That's too precise a part. Let's just hack that off. Hack that off. Yeah, we had terriers. Yorkshire Terriers. My mother always had a Yorkshire Terrier. And we always had Jack Russells. And then when I met Mrs. MLG, and we had the dog that she had when we met. He's a I just don't like that all. I think we're just going to hack that whole top off. Glue it on there. What was he? Patterdale Whippet Cross, we thought. Some kind of terrier cross. No, I think that bit's just supposed to come off altogether because that's a much better fit. That's a much better fit. Yeah, some kind of Patterdale Terrier cross, and he was a lovely little pup. He was a lovely little pup. But he was a little antisocial. So don't think. That's not. That will all be better. I think I might have to drill the hole. We'll see. Stick the bottom bit on, and we'll see what it looks like. I don't know if that bottom bit's going to be long enough. If it's just going to look a bit strange. Get it lined up right. How are we doing for time? Oh, 5 minutes over. 5 minutes over. Longer legs and snout for reducing the health problems but keeping the temperament. Bulldogs are a bit of a culture shock after owning other dogs, but they're lovely, and once you've owned one, you wouldn't go with anything else. And Pando says, please feed me. Alright. I don't think that looks too bad actually. Now I've stuck it on. What's it going to look like that on? Oh, that's alright actually. So that goes higher. Right. Higher, baby! Right, let's let that dry on the bottom there. Let's get some glue whacked on this top end and get the thing put together. And then we're about there, I think. So I'll get on with my paperwork and let you lovely people get back to enjoying the rest of your evening. That's not going to work. We're going to have to wait for that. We're going to have to wait before I stick that piece on. So let's have a quick summary before I let you all go. So these are yesterday's. So here is Wargore. He is slightly out of focus because for some reason it wants to focus on the mat rather than the mini. But autofocus sucks. So that's going to be a war gore with 2 hand weapons. This is a shaman guy. There's a shaman with a little thing. Still haven't decided whether I'm going to get rid of that bionic eye on his staff. Musician for a unit. He's got the whip and the horn. Oh, that's a better distance to focus on the minis. Another musician with bangy drum and handle hammer. What do you call it? Flipper thing. Super rippy claw guy. Super rippy claw guy. Yeah, it's like barbed wire because it's supposed to be 40k. So. Thanks, Pete. Thanks, Pete. Put my hand behind the mini. Helps focus it. There you go. That any better? Oh yeah, that is better. Yeah. So that guy's got an axe and a little choppy dagger. And there we go. We've got this guy lunging forward with axe and what have you. I really maybe should have given some of them normal axes, apart from just the ones that come with the Zangors, but then seeing as I've used a lot of Zangors in my units, they do fit in. That guy looks pretty cool with his 3 arms, like him. We've got another runny forward guy with a club and axe. There we go. And finally, we've got banner pole guy, who we're going to have to wait for him to dry a bit before we can stick that other bit of banner on. I might just stick a little bit extra glue around that joint. There we go. Right, so there we are. There we are, hand behind the mini. Woo! Yeah, I thank you, Methuselah. I think they're going to look pretty good, and they're going to fit very nicely into my existing units. Oh, I forgot I had this head put together. That's definitely a shaman head. Don't know if these are going to fit on any of the other models. Maybe they might go on the Zangors pretty well. We'll have to see. Yeah, we'll have to give them a whirl. See how they incorporate into the existing units. So I'm going to call it a night there. Thank you very much, everybody, for coming. Thank you, Wicked D, for modding, keeping an eye on me, and making sure that everything is fine. Hope you all enjoy the rest of your evening, and we'll see you all soon. Thank you, everyone. Goodbye. Good night. Can't find the off button.